These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. And developing from overnight, Phoenix police now confirming 2 men were shot in a drive-by shooting. This near 35th Avenue in Southern. The suspect taking off, leading to a police chase. Specialty units were able to stop that vehicle. Police say the suspect then shot himself, but he is expected to survive. The other 2 victims in this case are also expected to recover. Today at Lake Pleasant, a search and rescue team is trying to find a man after he went underwater and never resurfaced. This happened Sunday night near South Barker Island. Witnesses say the man struggled to swim back to the boat. Our team is getting new information on this crash involving a pedestrian near 35th Avenue in Buckeye. Phoenix police telling us a man was walking outside the marked crosswalks when he was hit and sadly did not survive. The driver did stay on scene. Police do not believe impairment was a factor. We're working to find out how 2 people are doing after they were taken to the hospital after a bee attack. Sadly, another person has died from this. It happened at a commercial building near Scottsdale Road and Pinnacle Peak. And the victims are believed to have been working on that property at the time. We are on wildfire watch as crews make big progress on the Oak Ridge fire burning in northeastern Arizona. Containment is now at 87%. That fire sparking about 10 days ago now. Another community meeting is happening tonight in Fort Defiance at 6 p.m. at the Fighting Scouts Field House. Now our team is getting more details about a brush fire that broke out in Avondale on Monday. Fire officials now say this was human caused. That fire sparked near 127th Avenue in Van Buren and burned about 10 acres. Crews even had to go back out Monday evening to put out a hot spot. Thankfully, no one was hurt. We're in the thick of summer, but for some Valley students, the start of a new school year is just days away. After a viewer reached out asking about changes coming to one district's transportation policy, we're getting answers. Our own Adam Mincer is at the Kyrene School District with what parents can expect.
The Kyrene School District confirming to ABC15 that they will not be providing school buses for transportation to athletics this upcoming school year. That as a result of a driver shortage. They say they have 15 unfilled bus driver positions. They hope that they can add this back. They can add this transportation for athletic events back if they bring that number up. They say that if they didn't, this would impact afternoon bus route schedules. Now, this comes as Senator Mark Kelly is still fighting to pass a piece of legislation that he says wouldn't just help the bus driver shortage here, but the one that we're facing all across the country. He calls it the Driving Forward Act. It's still in its very early stages. If it's passed, it would make permanent the removal of a part of that CDL, that commercial driver's license test, where the applicants have to go under the hood of the vehicle and identify key parts of the car's inner workings. Now, I also checked other Valley districts to see how they're doing on bus drivers. Scottsdale and Chandler both have multiple openings. Salaries for those positions are around $20 an hour with some fluctuations. But many of these cities like Chandler are offering new bonuses for drivers who join this year. So that's worth a look if you are looking for one of those open positions. Now here at Kyrene, coming up Tuesday night, they're going to take a vote on another incentive for bus drivers. That incentive would be $750 a quarter for perfect attendance or near perfect attendance. That's just one missed day for bus drivers. That adds up to about $3,000 a year. So they'll take that vote up Tuesday evening. We'll keep you updated on what they decide and vacancies throughout the start of the school year. Reporting in Tempe, Adam Mincer, ABC15 Arizona.
It is an ABC15 Weather Action Day as we are tracking extreme heat here in the valley and across much of Arizona. Meteorologist Jorge Torres, and here is your planner for your Tuesday. Temperatures starting off this morning in the mid-90s already at 8 o'clock, 107 at midday, and calling for a high of 113 degrees, well below the record of 118. That was set back again just last year during that brutal summer of 2024. Northern Arizona highs staying in the mid-80s and Flagstaff here near 90 as you head toward areas like Heber. In fact, we're forecasting a high of 90 there. 98 in Payson, 96 in Prescott, 102 in Sedona, then 110 plus from the valley and to western part of the state. And extreme heat continues through at least Thursday for much of the state, including the valley. You see extreme heat warnings up at the Grand Canyon, Mojave County, and much of central and southern Arizona too. Here's that 7-day forecast. We're at 110 plus, even beyond the weather action days that end this Thursday. Flagstaff, we're going to be up to 90 degrees tomorrow with some isolated to spotty storm chances throughout at least next week with highs in the 80s and lows in the 50s.
We will have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at abc15.com or go ahead and download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.